it's really fun to come down here. It's nice, it's quiet, the water's wonderful. It's a great place to be. There's nothing like it, you know. You bring a city dweller to here and they can't believe they're in a country paradise. It's really wonderful here. The river, the water, the trees. The kids love to be around the water. Kids love throwing rocks, just getting their feet wet like kids like to do. And they can play hide and seek in the woods. There's lots of green areas that they can just run around and be kids. And that's the big thing about cohousing. It's safety for their children. You don't have to worry about where your kids are. You know they're safe and they're in an enclosed area with people that care. Our hope is that we'll keep a 50% footprint on the property, that we'll maintain particularly the old growth forest in this area as much as we can the way it is now, so that it'll be here for generations to come to enjoy.
What I'm really looking forward to about living in cohousing, because I've never lived even in a shared house, is the fact that there are going to be so many people I can learn from who have all different skills and talents, and they're creative. Because I know cohousing attracts really creative musical people, artistic people, and I'm really looking forward to the activities that we can have right on site.
I think in this day and age, it's something that is going to inspire a lot of other projects in architecture generally, because we're so set up these days to designing subdivisions where there's no intent on providing communication and connections with your next door neighbor.
I think it's an excellent concept. We have to have community. It's called intentional housing, in that it's group-specific housing is what it's called. And we are a group of people who generally have an idea of green, sustainability.
The site's actually been of interest since day one. People saw the site almost before the word cohousing came along. It's a very, very unique site. It's a heritage apple orchard, 4.5 acres. It's the largest piece of property this close to downtown that's not basically a farm. It's quite unique. And about 5 years ago, we bought the land and we went around Nanaimo and looked at all the other properties in Nanaimo that were available to us, and we came right back to the original property. So that's a bit of a kind of a law of attraction thing for me, that we attracted the property that we wanted right off the start. Yeah.
To fit in with the zoning, which is all single-family zoning around here, we're going to use strong colours, traditional colours of Shaker red and Amish green and various colours that are reminiscent of old farming type communities, so that the individual units can be distinguished one from another.
I had occasion recently to walk around Harewood to meet the neighbors, and I was very pleasantly surprised in seeing the gardens and the nice houses that are there that you really don't see when you just drive by on 7th. And the people were very friendly and very nice and very conducive to the idea of cohousing here.
Well, I think Nanaimo is the undiscovered jewel of Vancouver Island. It has all the amenities of a larger city, plus the kind of warm, friendly atmosphere of a small town, plus the laid-back lifestyle, which I really, really like. You're never very far from any place. Like, you're only, from where we'll be, we'll only be 5 minutes from the Port Theatre, which is the largest performing arts center on Vancouver Island, and the library, and the waterfront.
I love the outdoors, and Nanaimo offers all kinds of parks all over the city. There's any degree of hiking that you're interested in. There's all the water sports are available. You're never too far from the ocean. That's really important to me. I've lived on this island for 20 years and have no desire to live anywhere else in the world.
It's not for profit, in the sense that we build it at cost and we make the decisions of what we want to put in it.
It's people that want to live together in community, and we have a lot of different interests, coming into that. So I get the opportunity to learn and experience new things.
When in the co-housing, particularly with the malls, what really attracted me is that you have that street, so you have to bump into people who are living in the same complex as you are. So you're meeting people.
I'm especially pleased with the environmental aspects. This home of ours will be energy efficient and it will be built for the future.
There are a number of us that are very interested in organic growing and having our own food gardens on the property. It's a beautiful piece of land.
I fell in love with the property. The minute I saw it, it was more important than all the other things that we looked at around town. Even the idea of co-housing, I thought, you know what, I want to buy this property for myself. If no one else does anything with it, it is just like a park. And the view of Mount Benson and the sunsets, and then salmon actually come up the Chase River. Very large salmon, they come and spawn and the pond, and the ducks come in the winter, and there are deer around, and birds, you can see birds whenever you're there. With co-housing, it's very much a very rich tapestry of the types of people that come and their backgrounds. So I'm looking forward to enriching my life through co-housing.